already getting emotional.
Wow. This show defined a generation.
This anniversary is for them, it's for us. This feels like home to me.
This is life.
Joy's Behind is on the Behind the podcast today. Have a great day. Take a little time to enjoy the view. And do not forget, we are in this together. We'll get out of it together. We'll see you.
This is ABC 7 News at Noon.
Fire damaged a home in Plymouth. Good afternoon, I'm Susan Farley. A judge has reduced the bail for a woman accused of being involved in the death of her grandson. And a citizen's petition to ban transgender students from girls' sports has enough signatures to be put on the ballot. Thank you for joining us. We'll have more on these and other stories coming up. First, let's check in with meteorologist Devin Biggs. Devin?
Alrighty, Susan, thank you very much. On this Wednesday, we have a small craft advisory that is posted through Thursday at around 8 a.m. This flood advisory will be dropping, so we're pretty much done with that. But as we do move forward, again, not looking too bad on land. Things are calming down, and we'll be under a partly cloudy sky for the rest of the day as the active area of low pressure, there it is right there, is now tracking off towards the east. So as we check things out, some clouds moving in during the afternoon period today. There it is right there. Later on tonight, we'll hold on to some clouds too, and even more clouds on the way through parts of Thursday. It tries to get a little bit of snow in here, but nothing too ridiculous to really worry about. So overall, some gusty winds reaching up to about 15 miles per hour today. Anything more will be farther off towards the north, and perhaps a little bit more to the south and east too. Notice the winds calm down tonight, but notice as we head towards tomorrow, the winds will be increasing to about 20 miles per hour, at least until evening. So for today, partly cloudy, lower 30s for the high, and that west wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Higher gusts are possible. The hourly forecast moving forward, increasing clouds, temperatures in the 20s and 30s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Susan?
Thank you, Devin. A fire in Plymouth late Tuesday damaged a home. Fire crews are saying it's a reminder to check your chimneys. Around 10 p.m., crews were dispatched to the area of 191 Clark Road in Plymouth for a reported building fire. Chief Tyler Dean says the two-story home was completely evacuated, but there is damage to the structure of the home. He says the blaze started from a second-floor chimney.
Yeah, make sure your chimneys are clean and take care of them, because if not, we're going to have a chimney fire that easily could turn into a building fire.
The situation is still under investigation, but crews say no one was injured. A potentially explosive situation in the town of Leamington. That's where a woman found what appeared to be a grenade Monday afternoon along with the number 1 road. Connie Brown said it was on the side of the road in plain sight. The Maine State Police bomb squad responded to the scene around 5:30 Monday afternoon. They used an X-ray to check the device and then decided to blow it up to be on the safe side. Officials say the device closely resembles a military-style hand grenade, although it appears to have been altered. A judge has approved a bail reduction for the woman accused of being involved in the death of her 10-year-old grandson. A Penobscot County judge has reduced the bail for Misty LaTourette from $300,000 to $100,000. LaTourette has been charged with depraved indifference murder in connection with the death of Braxton Smith, a child who died in February of last year after enduring months of abuse. Braxton's father, Joshua Smith, is also charged with murder, and Braxton's mother, Jem Bean, pleaded guilty to manslaughter last month. Despite the bail reduction for LaTourette, defense attorney Chris McLean says that his client is still unable to make bail.
Reducing bail from $300,000 to $100,000 is more of an academic exercise here. So we did our best to try to raise more bail coming in today, but we weren't able to do that. So she's likely to be sitting in jail until we reach trial in June at this point.
A jury trial for both LaTourette and Joshua Smith was delayed and is scheduled for June. McLean says they are confident about the evidence they plan to present, and they are not expecting a murder conviction for LaTourette. The prosecution did not wish to comment ahead of the trial. Authorities are keeping a close eye on an ice jam that formed in the Milo area. The Piscataquis County Emergency Management Agency sent out a warning Tuesday afternoon. They said an ice jam had formed along the Pleasant River Road and was causing waters to flow into the roadway. They were urging drivers to use extreme caution in that area, saying the threat of flooding in low-lying areas would continue until at least late evening. The Brownville and Milo Fire Department set up barricades and were also on the scene to monitor that situation. An attack ad taking aim at U.S. Senate candidate Graham Plattner is generating a strong reaction. It alleges the candidate made disparaging comments about women related to rape. Our Callie Warren has the story, but first, a warning that this story contains references to the crime of rape and may be triggering for some viewers.
Did you know Graham Plattner wrote that women worried about rape need to, quote,
not get so up they wind up having sex with someone they don't mean to.
That's a clip from a new ad Governor Janet Mills put out Tuesday morning, citing Graham Plattner's alleged Reddit posts that he says are around 13 years old. It marks one of the first attack ads we've seen in the race for Maine Senate as the race heats up and tension between candidates grows.
We blame the victim?
That's a horrible thing to say.
Disqualifying. I have not seen this.
Those were responses included in the ad from Maine Women for the Mills campaign. Plattner himself held a press conference the same day the ad was released, flanked by outspoken supporters.
This is why people hate politics. But we, the people, we are building a movement to defeat Susan Collins.
Plattner saying that he does not hold these beliefs, nor does he feel that these comments represent who he is or what his campaign is running on, adding that he is remorseful about those posts.
When I read through my old internet posts, when they resurfaced 6 months ago, I was horrified. I did not recognize in them myself or the man that I am today. I didn't recognize myself in this person that was struggling to find meaning and posted awful things 13 years ago. I am sorry, but it does not in any way reflect who I am today or the beliefs that I hold.
Callie Warren reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The latest figures on employment and wages in Maine show mixed results. The two largest counties, Cumberland and York, both reported average weekly wage increases in the third quarter of 2025. Cumberland's wage was more than $1,300 a week. York's was more than $1,200. Wage levels in all of the 14 smaller counties were below the national average. Of those smaller counties, Saginaw had the highest weekly average at $1,293. Piscataquis reported the lowest average weekly wage in the state at $935. A citizens' initiative to ban transgender athletes from girls' sports teams has been validated by the Secretary of State's office. The Secretary of State's office says there were more than 79,000 signatures on petitions for an act to designate school sports and facilities by sex. They say 71,033 were found to be valid. A minimum of 67,682 signatures were needed. The initiative will now go to the Maine legislature for consideration per the provisions of the Maine Constitution. The legislature can choose to enact the bill as it was written or send it to a statewide vote on November 3rd. Protect Girls Sports in Maine Principal Officer Leland Strafe says, quote, Maine is far too progressive to allow sex-based discrimination to continue. If a female wants a female-only space or opportunity, she must be afforded that under the law. Anything else is discrimination and, frankly, regressive. The Campaign for Free and Fair Schools says it will review the Secretary of State's decision, and they're launching a statewide campaign to oppose the referendum. Gia Drew, Executive Director of Equality Maine, says, quote, if voters approve it, this measure would open up the door to harassment, bullying, and abuse of children. It would embolden adults and members of the public to harass and scrutinize student athletes who just want to be on the team. Maine is in the midst of a major election season with many highly contested races underway, with the list of candidates on the June primary now final after Monday's filing deadline. Our Grace Blanchard has more on how the 2026 ballot is shaping up.
It's full speed ahead to the June primary election as the Secretary of State's office has certified all signatures submitted by candidates.
At this point, we've actually certified all the signatures, so we've been able to verify. So we have a list on our website. Everyone who is on that list has qualified for the ballot.
With the deadline to turn in signatures now passed, the candidates on the ballot for the primary election are as follows. In Maine's heated U.S. Senate race, incumbent Senator Susan Collins was the only Republican to submit the necessary signatures. She will face either Governor Janet Mills, Graham Plattner, or David Costello following the June primary. Incumbent U.S. Representative Shelley Pingree was the only Democrat to make it on the ballot for Maine's 1st congressional district. 2 Republican challengers join her on the ballot. CD2 has become a highly contested race. Former Governor Paul LePage is the only Republican on the primary ballot. 4 Democratic candidates met the threshold: State Auditor Matthew Dunlap, State Senator Joe Baldacci, Jordan Wood, and Paige Loud. The race to replace Governor Janet Mills has also drawn a large group of contenders. The Democratic primary field has 5 prominent candidates, many with experience in Maine government. On the Republican side, 8 candidates secured a place on the primary ballot, several running with no previous political experience. Whoever wins those primaries will also likely face independent candidate and longtime legislator Rick Bennett. While the primary ballot is set, people can still challenge the validity of candidates.
They have until 5 p.m. on March 23rd to file a challenge in writing with the elections office.
The primary election is scheduled for June 9th. Grace Blanchard reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Gubernatorial candidate Jonathan Bush, who is now on the primary ballot, says his team is now fully assembled and his agenda is solidified. He says Maine has the 5th highest tax load in the country, the 8th highest opioid addiction and drug-related death rate, as well as rising electrical costs. He says while the state has the 2nd most small businesses per capita, we rank 46 in the nation for the quality of business climate. Bush says his plan is to address these issues and more, and it starts with cutting taxes.
The plan to fix these things is not complicated. If it were, it wouldn't work in this building. We need to cut our taxes. We need to cut $1 billion right away. That's $1 billion. That's $2,000 for every Maine family, which will give a little bit of juice and a little bit of signal that we're ready to wake up.
Bush says he's the only candidate for governor who's built 1,000 jobs here, which he says means he knows how to grow the state's economy and small businesses. Coming up on ABC 7 News at noon, there are a lot of questions about the war in Iran on Capitol Hill today. We'll be right back.
Car accidents can be scary. It can feel like the whole world is crashing down around you. You can't work, you've got expensive medical bills, pain and suffering. Absolute chaos. We'll take the stress and frustrations off your shoulders. We've done that for thousands of people, and we're ready to help you too. Hurt in a car accident? I'm on top of it. I'm your go-to guy.
Call 222-2222.
Falls are the #1 cause of injury to senior citizens. Acorn Stairlifts has the solution. Just don't fall. Sit, relax, ride with an Acorn Stairlift, the world's leader in stairlifts. Don't let limited mobility keep you from going up and down your stairs, even outside. Call Acorn Stairlifts now for a free information kit and no obligation quote. Why risk falling when you can safely ride?
Our Acorn Stairlift is definitely more affordable than moving.
The Acorn Stairlift has a padded seat and backrest. Safety sensors stop the chair if there are obstacles. The seat swivels and locks so you don't twist your body. And the Acorn Stairlift folds away. It even runs during power outages.
I was really surprised at how little it cost.
Call 1-800-732-2971 right now for your free information kit or visit our website today. That's 1-800-732-2971.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
When it comes to your home, go to the source. Go to R&B's Home Source in Madison. R&B's Home Source has home comfort, convenience, and savings all wrapped up in one location. From the living room to the dining room to the bedroom, we have some of the best values in furniture and bedding. For the kitchen, R&B's Home Source has top-notch appliances from fridges to ranges, even washers and dryers. And sit back and relax with quality electronics. We service everything we sell too. For your home, go to the source. R&B's Home Source, Lakewood Road, Madison.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
high-profile testimony on Capitol Hill today as Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard appears before lawmakers, facing questions on the war in Iran and the intelligence behind it, as well as the resignation of a top counterterrorism official. ABC's Olivia Rubin has the details.
This morning, Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard testifying on Capitol Hill, grilled on the war in Iran.
Did you brief the president if he starts a war of choice, that the likely result would be that Iran would strike adjacent Gulf nations and close the Strait of Hormuz?
I have not and won't divulge internal conversations.
Yesterday, a top counterterrorism official, Joe Kent, resigned, saying it is clear that we started this war due to pressure from Israel and its powerful American lobby. The White House dismissing his resignation letter, saying the president had compelling evidence that Iran was going to attack the U.S. first. The war taking a new ominous turn today. Both sides now openly taking aim at energy assets. Iran confirming an attack on its gas refineries, and in response, warning its neighbors to evacuate energy facilities in Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE. Last night, the U.S. launching a major attack, dropping multiple 5,000-pound bunker buster bombs near the Strait of Hormuz, trying to reopen the critical waterway to oil tankers blocked by Iran. Today in Tehran, funerals, killed in Israeli strikes. Israel now claims a third assassination, Iran's intelligence minister, Esmail Khatib. Overnight, Israel facing a wave of deadly Iranian strikes across the region. Multiple cluster munitions intercepted over Tel Aviv, but a drone hitting the home of an Israeli couple in their 70s, killing them both. And in Lebanon, where Israel is taking on Iranian-backed Hezbollah, powerful Israeli strikes leveling an entire building in Beirut, killing 10 and injuring 27, according to the Lebanese Ministry of Health. And here at home, President Trump traveling today to Dover Air Force Base for the dignified transfer of those service members killed when their military refueling plane went down over Iraq. 6 service members were killed in that crash. Olivia Rubin, ABC News, Washington.
Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin is facing tough questions from senators during his confirmation hearing to be the next Homeland Security Secretary. It comes at a time where DHS has been underfunded for over a month and Americans are feeling its effects. TSA agents remain unpaid and there's been a rise in calling out and quitting, triggering long lines at airports across the nation. If confirmed, Trump's pick will replace Secretary Kristi Noem, who was fired by the president after she faced criticism from both sides of the aisle over her handling of the department. The hearing opened with fiery comments from the committee's chairman over their tense relationship.
And while you're at it, explain to the American public why they should trust a man with anger issues to set the proper example for ICE and Border Patrol agents.
Still, Mullin says he is the right person to lead DHS.
It's bigger than the partisan bickering that we have. It's bigger than the political differences we have. The truth is, I have a job to do, and I don't like to fail at anything, at all. So I can set it aside if you're willing to set it aside. Let me earn your respect. Let me earn the job. I won't fail you.
If he's confirmed, Mullin will also face demands from Democrats who are calling for reform at Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency. Cuba partially restores its power grid after facing more than a 29-hour-long blackout. Cuba's president threatening external aggressors with, quote, unyielding resistance in a strongly worded ex-post Wednesday. He wrote the U.S. plans to, quote, take over Cuba and has launched a, quote, fierce economic war against the country. His comments come as energy officials say partial power has been restored in the country of around 10 million people. Cuba's grid operator writing on social media it is working to slowly restore electricity to all cities and provinces in Cuba, but did not offer details on what caused the power grid collapse. The U.S. administration imposed an oil blockade on Cuba in January. President Trump has been discussing a, quote, friendly takeover of Cuba in recent days and said America may focus on Cuba after the Iran war. After the break, you might want to rethink what you drink if you're worried about dementia and your brain health. We've got details when we return.
Don't
take a tiny check for your car wreck, call the twos.
We got a client who fractured their pelvis, a big check for $300,000. Hurt in a car accident? I'm your go-to guy.
Got old metal and junk cars? Turn that clutter into cash at Daddy and Daughters. We make recycling easy, fast, and fair. From Skowhegan to Dover Foxcroft, from Troy to Lee, you can trust our certified scales and friendly service, offering top prices for junk vehicles in Maine. Whether you drop off or we pick up, Daddy and Daughters covers Central and Eastern Maine. Come see us at one of our 4 locations and watch your scrap pay off. Daddy and Daughters turn scrap into cash.
This is the road where he grew up, where he came home. To the tide pulling back before it comes in strong. To the quiet pride of people whose days are long. To work that echoes but never seeks applause. To fishermen who are ever familiar with the dawn. To mill workers and nurses and teachers and loggers who ask for little but have received even less. This is Graham Plattner's Maine. This is Graham Plattner's Road, a winding path of service, of struggle, of courage, a commitment that greatness will not only define the past, dignity for workers, the freedom of joy for families at last. It is no longer just a whisper, but a voice with a demand.
It's Mainers first, in Maine, always. I'm Graham Plattner, and I approve this message.
Thinking of updating my kitchen? Yeah? Yes. This year, we are finally updating our kitchen. Doing subway tile and an ivory or eggshell. Cream, maybe bone. Don't get me started on quartz. Big island. You ever heard of a waterfall?
For everyone who talks about doing that thing,
And over there,
but never does that thing,
sweet little breakfast nook.
Chase has financial guidance.
See how you can start saving to make this happen.
Really?
Really?
Really.
At home or in person.
You could also check out a Chase Money Skills workshop.
That's guidance from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Spin the wheel, the letters call, one right guess could win it all. Wheel of Fortune, laughter, fun, weeknights at 7, join everyone. On ABC 7, watch and play, Wheel of Fortune's here each weekday. I'm Rick from Brewer, and I'm a wheel watcher.
A new study challenges the long-held idea that a little alcohol may be good for the brain. ABC's Olivia Rubin has more.
A large analysis published in BMJ Evidence-Based Medicine found that even moving from 1 to 3 drinks a week raised the risk of dementia by 15%. The researchers reported that no amount of alcohol was protective for the brain, directly contradicting earlier studies that suggested moderate drinking might help. In fact, the risk of developing dementia went up steadily as alcohol intake increased. Experts say the findings add to a growing body of evidence showing that alcohol is neurotoxic. That is, it damages brain cells and blood vessels. They say that the less you drink, the better it is for long-term brain health. If you or a loved one has difficulty managing alcohol use, help is available. Talk to your doctor or call the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration hotline at 1-800-662-HELP. With this Medical Minute, I'm Olivia Rubin.
Students at Wagner Middle School in Winterport got a glimpse into some of the exciting STEM opportunities that could lie ahead for them thanks to a visit from the Maine Mobile Biolab. Biolab staff said the goal is to bring a field-like trip experience to the students right where they live and learn, including high-tech hands-on science. At Wagner, students got some experience using lab equipment so they see and feel that some of the tools that scientists might use in their day-to-day jobs. The hope is that the experience might steer students towards science classes in high school and then perhaps STEM careers later on. When we return, Devin Biggs has your 5-day forecast.
Paramount Paving, Maine's go-to for all your paving and seal coating. Paramount Paving offers commercial and residential paving and seal coating services throughout eastern and central Maine. Give us a call for a free estimate today. Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
Hi, I'm Tony Hafford from TC Hafford Basement Systems, the all things basement-y company. Basement waterproofing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. Since 1991, over 15,000 Maine homeowners have trusted TC Hafford Basement Systems to fix their basements. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems today for all things basementy.
Whether you can pinpoint the problem or can't quite put your finger on it, the friendly professionals from Coastal Auto Parts can help point you in the right direction. With Maine's largest network of parts, you can trust your vehicle will have what it needs to get you to the moments that matter most. Because Napa knows the keys to a winning team. With 30 locations in Maine, Coastal Auto Parts helps keep our communities running with quality parts and helpful people. That's Napa Know-How. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Here at Twin City Tire and Service, you will be working with industry professionals. We have ASE certified master technicians and certified tire and lube technicians. If we need your vehicle for a duration of time, we offer a complimentary shuttle service and can even offer a loaner vehicle. Being a client at Twin City Tire and Service means that we will treat you right. This includes a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on mechanical repairs. We also provide you with 1 year of complimentary roadside assistance. Come see us today at Twin City Tire and Service in Brewer.
Paramount Paving, Maine's go-to for all your paving and seal coating. Paramount Paving offers commercial and residential paving and seal coating services throughout eastern and central Maine. Give us a call for a free estimate today. Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
Let's check your full forecast with Devin Biggs. Devin?
Alrighty, Susan, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Old Town Redemption Center, now offering a 10% bonus on your returnables and a monthly $100 drawing. Alrighty, let's check out some of the wind reports that we had recently. Look at this. We had some areas like Blue Hill reaching up to 67-mile-per-hour gusty winds. Many other areas as well definitely got up there. So definitely some strong winds that we saw yesterday. Unfortunately, those gusty winds have since backed off. We still have advisories posted, those small craft advisories up until Thursday at around 8 a.m. This flood advisory has since backed off, so we are now done with that. Wave heights are still up there at around 4 to 6 feet, at least along the coastline, while farther out towards sea, around 11 to 15 feet. So again, that area low pressure moving away, but it's still stirring up the ocean at this moment in time. On land, though, not looking too bad. We have some sunshine. We'll have some clouds moving in during the afternoon period. And farther out towards the west, a little system developing right now, bringing some snow to parts of the Midwest, moving into parts of the Ohio Valley. But at this moment in time, we'll have some clouds passing through. Some of those clouds will be lingering later on tonight. Futurecast trying to bring a little bit of snow returns in our neck of the woods as we head towards Thursday morning. Nothing to get too worried about there. Watching for more energy that will be approaching as we head towards early Friday morning before that begins to clear out of here. We'll have some gusty winds up to 15 miles per hour today. Anything more will be farther off towards the north. Everything calms down later on tonight before more gusty winds pick up as we head towards your Thursday. So meanwhile, our average high temperature is 41 degrees. We'll be in the low 30s below normal today. So we are going to pick up a bit in the temperatures as we head towards your Friday before we cool back down later on into the forecast period. So for today, here's what we're looking at. Low 30s, partly cloudy, west wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour sustained. Later on tonight, partly cloudy, lower teens for the low, wind overall looking nice and calm. Tomorrow, upper 30s, mostly cloudy and breezy, south wind at around 20 miles per hour. Let's check out your extended forecast brought to you by Old Town Redemption Center. First day of spring on Friday will be mostly cloudy with a slight chance for rain and snow. Highs in the mid 40s, then low 40s for your Saturday with a chance for rain and snow. Rain and snow Sunday, highs in the upper 30s.
Thank you, Devin. Hamden Academy played host to a farm to regional school cook-off with a focus on using Maine ingredients. Hamden school cooks and kitchen staff faced off against Newport staff at Hamden Academy and came up with a breakfast and lunch entree. Both teams had to start from scratch for their challenge and were not allowed to do prep work in advance. They had an hour to prepare each of their meals and then present them to the judges. There were multiple regional competitions and the winners move on to the next round. They say there were multiple rounds and they did confirm with us last night that Hamden Academy won the cook-off yesterday. Folks looking for a good laugh this weekend are encouraged to check out a unique musical event in Bangor. This weekend only, you can catch a Kick in Your Cabot Cove at the Penobscot Theatre Company, a fully improvised musical inspired by the show Murder, She Wrote. The improv show is a collaboration between Penobscot Theatre Company and Improv Acadia. According to artistic director Jen Shepard, it will feature 3 professional improvisers and 1 music director taking suggestions from the audience to create something unpredictable and unique. The show opens on Friday at 7 p.m. 2 showings are scheduled on Saturday, one at 3 p.m. and the other at 7 p.m. The final show is Sunday at 7 p.m. Shepard says that the viewing will offer a completely unique performance. That's all for ABC 7 News at noon. Thanks for watching. I'm Susan Farley. We'll see you this evening on ABC 7 News at 6. Have a great afternoon.
Is your Maine issued license or ID expiring soon? Good news! You may be able to skip the trip to the BMV and renew it online, including if your license or state ID is Real ID compliant. Visit maine.gov/SOS/BMV today to find out if you're eligible to renew online. Brought to you by this station, the Maine Association of Broadcasters, and the Office of the Secretary of State.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
The following is a paid advertisement for Plexiderm Skincare.
Watch this. It's all 100% real. Witness what happens to this woman's bags under her eyes in an actual time lapse in just minutes. Nothing has been doctored or tampered with. The very real problem will disappear before your eyes and hers with a revolutionary topical formulation that works in just minutes, and the effects will last for hours and hours.